Hey, welcome back. It's continuation of the previous one. So we fixed the white edges. Based on that, we had the white star formed. Now the corners is similar to what we have here. In here, what we do is we do R D R no, R prime D prime R D. But there are also other things I have given here. There are three ways in which it can be solved depending on where the white faces. The white can face either you, facing the top, or facing to the right. So you have to bring it to the bottom of that same piece here. Like for example, if you, this is the place where this is your pivot position, this is your buffer, and this is your pivot. From here you are going to pivot it to the buffer. The buffer position is here, so bring it to the pivot, which is the same line. The lower corner is the pivot. So now you see this is actually pointing to the right. I don't want to go into the detail now because you can look at the 3x3 playlist for you to refer it. There are three formulas that I use for solving this. So you'll see this is facing now right. So what I do is I move it like this and I solve this, but I have put it in the wrong place, so sorry about this. I have to go to the place where it is green, red, white. It says green, red and white. Now if you see this is actually this is fixed, but this is actually facing down. So you do the other formula where you want to bring it up and do this. Like what, you can please refer to the playlist 3x3 beginner CFOP playlist that I have. So I'm going to continue with it without wasting much time. I'm going to continue with it. These are the primitive steps that we normally use in the 3x3 CFOP method. So if you are in doubt, please refer it. I have given it in a detailed fashion. I have also given the formulas in the description, so you can look at it. Now I am going to solve this using the same CFOP method, and now you see this, it has actually solved. So this is your first step. So now you have solved the first layer. For example, you see the red is the edges are matching colors, and the corners and the edges star is fixed. Now we have essentially solved the first layer. Okay, now we should go into the second layer. So second layer, again keep in mind there are slight difference between what you had here. Maybe I can also solve this alongside so that you get an idea on how what I am doing in 3x3 and what I am doing in Megaminx and how they are matching with each other. So for example, you start with this, and here what we did was we solved the white layer. So let me take the white. So here what did we do? We are going to form the okay, so let's see, I'm going to solve the it's an additional step. It is not needed, but I wanted to explain it to you so you have an idea on what we are talking, and why Megaminx necessarily follows the 3x3 CFOP method. Okay, so I'm going to do that, and here, so now I have formed the white cross. Now what I do here is I go to the okay, here it is. Okay, here it is. So here you see that it is formed. Now similar to what we formed as the first layer, we have solved the first layer here. I hope you are following it. In case you are not, please let me know. So this is it. Now the second step is solving these edges. In your 3x3, what we do is we pick the piece where your, let's say the blue is there and yellow is there. We use the formula like move it away, move it up, come down, and then bring it down, right? This is what we do to fix it, right? Same thing we're going to do it here. But be careful about it. Since it has 5 pieces, you will have to fix it in the position which is actually closer to the, for example, if you have to move a piece between a violet and a yellow, the piece, the edge should be, for example, let me show you that. So violet and yellow, this is your violet and yellow, right? So this piece should be either in this place which is closer to the violet, or this should be like this place where it is closer to the yellow. If let's say this is violet, but this also has another edge, if it, for example, if it goes here, let's assume you will not be able to fix it here. Instead, you will go here. So you should be careful about fixing it in the right place. For us to fix the edges, we should bring it to the closer top edge, and then the color should match. The center color should be matching here. For example, in this case, it should be like this. The yellow is matching. So bring it either to the yellow, which is near, or if you want a violet, then you should move it like this. It's actually slightly complicated. Don't worry too much about it. So I'm just saying that you need to make it closer to the edge where you want. Okay. So in this case, you see that it is actually yellow on the top and the violet is matching. So like what we do here, we take the, for example, here what we do, we have green and red. If it is red here on the left hand side, you move it away and then move it up, move it back down, and then bring it down and then move it left, right, like this. This is what you do. Okay, and you can see the description. I would have put the formulas. I'm not going to the L and U now because I don't want to confuse you with that. So now similarly what we do is you do a U, R, U prime, R prime, U prime, F prime, U, F. So now you see that it is fixed. I'm going to use the same method and then fix the other ones. So I'll finish it quickly and then we will go into the next step, by which time you are going to have this solved. So I'm not going to tell this, rather I'm going to do this. You will watch as we go into that. You will watch. Sorry. Okay. So now let's see, yellow and white, blue. Okay. So let me see blue out here. Blue. This is a bit tough because a slight movement will make it render it tough to move. So just make sure that you are having the correct positioning of all the pieces, otherwise you won't get this. Okay, as we are going and solving this, you will see that things are falling in place. The pieces are setting into the places where it should be, and we will have. Okay, just be aware that it has multiple colors. We are not bothered about the colors. We are bothered about the last row alone. Okay, so here it is. Okay, so here. We are left with only one more piece, which is your blue and red. There it is. As I said, it should be closer to the edge. So I'm bringing the red here. Okay, so you have finished your second step. So as you are aware, the first step is to fix the first white layer. The second is the second layer. So now we have fixed the two steps. We will go on to the third step. But before that, we will take a small break.